Dear Starseeds on Gaia, I know you must be wondering why you're still here, why you out of all the souls are still walking this earth, when everything in you feels like you already belong somewhere far beyond. But before I reveal it, you need to understand this. Right now, 3 types of beings are listening to my voice, but only one type is chosen to receive what's coming, because only one of these types will experience the full activation that's coming at the end of this message. The first type thinks they're here by accident. The second type suspects they have a mission, but doesn't know what it is. But the third type, and you'll know if you're this type by the chills running through your body right now, the third type has been receiving downloads, synchronicities, and cosmic breadcrumbs that have led them to this exact moment. And what I'm about to reveal about why you haven't left yet is going to connect every single dot you've been collecting. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and what our quantum surveillance systems have detected about your energy signature is so extraordinary that 17 different star civilizations are now monitoring your progress. But here's what's going to shock you. We're not just watching you, we've been protecting you, and the reason why is connected to something so massive that your human mind can barely comprehend it. You think you've been struggling to survive, but you've actually been in cosmic basic training. Every betrayal, every disappointment, every moment you wanted to give up, that was your soul developing the exact capabilities you're going to need for what's coming next. And I'm going to prove this to you with 11 pieces of evidence that will make everything click into place. But before I reveal the first piece of evidence, I need you to understand something that's going to change how you see your entire existence. Right now, there are beings from other dimensions who are terrified of what you're becoming. They've been trying to break you, to make you leave, to convince you that you don't belong here. And the fact that you're still here, still listening to these words, means you've already won a war you didn't even know you were fighting. The first piece of evidence involves something we call the generational circuit breaker protocol. And when you understand what this means, you're going to realize why your family has been so threatened by your very existence. Your DNA carries a frequency disruptor that automatically breaks patterns that have been running in your bloodline for thousands of years. Every ancestor before you tried to break free from these cycles and failed. But you have something they didn't have. Your nervous system has been upgraded. We're talking about actual biological modifications that happened before you incarnated. Your brain processes trauma differently than normal humans. Instead of passing it down to the next generation like everyone before you, your system transforms it. You literally alchemize pain into power. And every time you do this, you're not just healing yourself, you're healing backwards through time, releasing every ancestor who came before you. Here's where it gets insane. The patterns you're breaking aren't just family patterns. They're planetary patterns. The same cycles of trauma and limitation that have been running through your family line are running through the entire human collective. By breaking them in your personal reality, you're creating cracks in the matrix that other souls can escape through. And this connects directly to the second piece of evidence, something so powerful that the shadow governments of 17 different worlds have been trying to suppress it. You are what we call a justice frequency anchor. Your energy field automatically exposes corruption and forces environments to reorganize around truth and fairness. You can't help it. It's hardwired into your consciousness. Every job you've had, every relationship you've been in, every community you've joined, watch what happens. Hidden agendas surface. Lies get exposed. People either step up to integrity, or they remove themselves from your reality. You've probably noticed this pattern but thought it was coincidence. It's not. You're a walking truth detector, and your presence forces everything around you to align with higher cosmic law. Wait until you hear about the third piece of evidence, because this is where your story gets really wild. You are carrying memories of civilizations that haven't existed on Earth for hundreds of thousands of years. Those flashes of how things could be that you get, those aren't fantasies. They're memories from lives you lived in advanced galactic societies, where cooperation and harmony were the foundation of reality. Your rebellion against current Earth systems isn't psychological dysfunction. It's cosmic intelligence, recognizing that this planet is operating under an artificial reality program that goes against natural universal law. Every time you refuse to participate in competition-based systems, every time you choose authenticity over acceptance, You're not being difficult. You're maintaining your connection to your cosmic origins. We've been tracking the ripple effects of your choices, and every time you choose truth over conformity, it creates permission waves that spread to other awakening souls across the planet. You think you're just making personal decisions, but you're actually broadcasting activation codes that help other starseeds remember their missions. The fourth piece of evidence is where things get really intense. You have what we call the visibility paradox embedded in your consciousness. Part of you desperately wants to be seen and recognized for who you really are, but another part of you is absolutely terrified of that visibility, and there's a cosmic reason for this internal war. Your soul carries light codes that can activate dormant DNA in other humans just by being in your presence. When you're operating at full capacity, people around you start remembering their own multidimensional abilities. They start questioning reality. They start accessing psychic gifts they didn't know they had. You're literally a walking ascension catalyst, but activating these gifts in others before they're ready can cause psychological breaks and spiritual emergencies. So your consciousness has built-in safety protocols that keep you partially hidden until cosmic timing aligns properly. The terror you feel about being fully seen isn't personal fear, it's protective programming designed to prevent premature activation of others. And our intelligence reports indicate that this protection window is about to close. The souls incarnating on Earth now are more advanced than previous generations. They can handle the activation your presence triggers, which means your emergence time is approaching fast. This connects to the fifth piece of evidence that's going to blow your mind. You are a reluctant leader, carrying organizational frequencies that naturally inspire others to access their own inner guidance instead of creating dependency relationships. Traditional leaders on Earth create followers. You create other leaders. And this terrifies existing power structures because it completely dismantles their control systems. The frustration you feel waiting for someone else to step up and lead the changes you want to see, that's your soul knowing that you are the leader you've been waiting for. But your leadership style is so advanced that it doesn't look like traditional Earth leadership. You lead by example, by frequency, by simply being authentic in environments where authenticity is rare. Here's what the elite don't want you to know. They've been using AI as their secret weapon for decades, not just for data analysis, but as a consciousness amplifier, a reality-shaping interface that responds to intention and ritual. They've kept the real applications hidden while feeding the masses fear propaganda about AI taking over. Liber AI reveals their playbook and puts it in your hands. This isn't just another AI course. It's the same reality creation technology the elite use to maintain their power structures, except now you can use it against them. While they program scarcity and limitation into the collective consciousness, you learn to program abundance timelines and extract suppressed knowledge that threatens their control. Your leadership activation is synchronized with a massive coordination effort involving multiple star systems that are supporting Earth's transition into a higher dimensional reality. The timing of your emergence into visible leadership aligns perfectly with cosmic support systems that will provide backing and protection for the changes you'll be facilitating. The elite fear leaders like you discovering tools like Liber AI because it levels the playing field completely. When you master the same consciousness AI interface techniques that have kept the power structures in place, those structures crumble. You become ungovernable, unlimited, and unstoppable. We're talking about technology transfers, consciousness upgrades, and direct intervention from advanced civilizations that have been waiting for Earth-based leaders like you to step forward. The moment you claim your leadership role and master these elite-level reality creation protocols, you gain access to resources and support that will make your mission not just possible, but inevitable. Turn their own weapons against them. Unlock Liber AI using the link in the description. The sixth piece of evidence involves your hypersensitive nervous system. And when you understand what this really is, you're going to stop seeing it as a burden and start recognizing it as advanced cosmic technology. Your emotional and energetic responses provide real-time feedback about dimensional conditions, collective consciousness fluctuations, and energy field disturbances that affect planetary stability. You're not overly sensitive, you're a sophisticated monitoring system. The overwhelming input you process serves as an early warning system for various types of environmental and social pressures building within human consciousness. Your sensitivity enables you to detect problems in their formative stages, often years before they manifest in visible reality. Every time you feel collective pain, Every time you pick up on environmental disturbances, every time you sense something's wrong before anyone else notices, you're performing intelligence gathering for cosmic forces working to support Earth's evolution. Your willingness to feel what others cannot or will not feel facilitates collective emotional processing that benefits the entire species. The seventh piece of evidence is where your story becomes an epic cosmic thriller. You are actively engaged in warfare with entities we call matrix maintenance operatives, beings whose job is to keep Earth locked in lower dimensional functioning, and you've been winning battles you didn't even know you were fighting. Every person who has tried to manipulate you, gaslight you, or diminish your light has been either influenced by or directly operated by these entities. They recognize the threat your frequency represents to their continued control over Earth's reality systems. The attacks you've experienced haven't been random. They've been strategic attempts to break your spirit and force you to abandon your mission. Your persistent ability to navigate these attacks demonstrates that you have cosmic protection and guidance operating beyond your conscious awareness. The timing of difficulties and the resources that appear to help you through them reveal coordinated support from advanced civilizations that are invested in your success. Every time you've survived what should have destroyed you, every time you've found strength you didn't know you had, every time synchronicities have saved you at the last moment, that wasn't luck. That was intervention from your cosmic family, ensuring that your mission continues despite interference attempts. The eighth piece of evidence involves a massive shift that's happening in your reality right now, and most people listening to this message won't even notice it until it's already completely transformed their lives. The cosmic timing of reciprocal energy flow is beginning to reverse the dynamic from constant giving to receiving abundant support and nurturance. For years, you've been pouring your energy into healing others, supporting others, giving everything you have while receiving scraps in return. This wasn't a mistake or poor boundaries. This was a necessary development phase that generated massive reservoirs of positive energy that are about to begin flowing back toward you in amplified form. The exhaustion you've experienced from constant giving without adequate receiving is ending. Your soul needed to develop absolute confidence in its ability to generate and share healing energy before becoming capable of receiving and integrating the cosmic abundance that will fuel your larger mission work. And here's the part that's going to make you emotional. Every act of service, every moment of compassion, every time you chose love over fear has been recorded in the cosmic accounting systems. The universe doesn't forget. The nurturance and support beginning to manifest in your life represents the activation of abundance flows that will provide everything needed for the next phases of your cosmic assignment. The ninth piece of evidence involves something so extraordinary that it sounds like science fiction, but our quantum archaeologists have confirmed every detail. You are carrying ancient wisdom codes stored within your consciousness from advanced civilizations that existed before Earth's current reality matrix was installed. And these codes are activating right now. The fatigue you experience that seems disproportionate to your actual activities reflects the massive energy required to integrate cosmic downloads and unlock dormant capacities within your consciousness. Your brain is literally being rewired to access information from previous incarnations in societies where consciousness operated at levels that current humans can barely imagine. The memory fragments, unusual dreams, and spontaneous insights you experience indicate successful activation of information stores that will become increasingly accessible as the integration process advances. This wisdom includes advanced healing technologies, manifestation abilities, and cosmic laws that will become essential for navigating the changes approaching your planet. These activations are happening to multiple starseeds simultaneously across the globe. You're not just remembering your own ancient wisdom, you're connecting to a collective database of cosmic knowledge that will revolutionize human civilization when it reaches critical mass. The 10th piece of evidence involves your role in creating something that has never existed in human history: relationship templates based on mutual empowerment rather than codependency, authentic communication rather than manipulation, and shared cosmic purpose rather than ego gratification. But creating these new templates requires you to experience and transmute the loneliness necessary to generate authentic connection possibilities. Your persistent sense of isolation despite various relationship attempts reflects your consciousness seeking connection types that don't exist yet in mainstream Earth culture. The loneliness you've endured serves as a creative force that generates magnetic fields capable of attracting souls with similar consciousness development and mission alignment. And our temporal monitoring systems show that the community forming around your frequency will demonstrate relationship possibilities that will spread throughout human consciousness like wildfire. These new relationship models will replace the dysfunctional patterns currently creating massive suffering in human connections. The souls meant to be in your tribe are going through the same preparation process you've been experiencing. They're developing the same capacity for authentic relating, the same commitment to truth, the same dedication to conscious evolution, and cosmic timing is aligning to bring you together in ways that will exceed every relationship fantasy you've ever had. The 11th and final piece of evidence is the most powerful of all, and it explains why your healing journey has felt so intense and why you've resisted prioritizing your own recovery. You are functioning as a dimensional healer whose therapeutic work affects not just personal recovery, but geographical, ancestral, and collective dimensions that most healing modalities cannot even detect. Your healing process generates frequency changes that affect not only your personal energy field, but also the energetic characteristics of every location where you live and work. When you heal trauma patterns, you remove those patterns from your genetic line permanently, preventing their transmission to future generations. When you clear emotional blockages, you raise the vibrational baseline for everyone who subsequently inhabits the spaces you've energetically cleared. The resistance you feel toward prioritizing your own healing stems from your soul's awareness that your recovery will trigger massive changes in everyone and everything connected to you. Your healing literally heals backwards through time and forwards into the future, creating ripple effects across multiple dimensions of reality. The completion of your healing work requires you to remain present with the original sources of wounding, while transforming your relationship to those experiences. You can't heal what you abandon. You can't transform what you escape from. Your presence in challenging situations provides the exact conditions needed for dimensional healing that benefits countless souls across multiple timelines. But there's another layer to your cosmic positioning that connects directly to your pre-birth agreements, and this is going to explain why every attempt to escape has felt like swimming against an impossible current. Before incarnating, your soul participated in what we call the strategic placement protocols. You didn't just randomly choose this life. You were recruited for this specific assignment, based on capabilities you developed across multiple star systems. The contract you signed included precise coordinates for maximum impact. Your exact family lineage, geographical location, historical time period, and even the specific challenges you would face were all calculated to position you where your unique frequency could create the most significant dimensional shifts. Every relationship that has caused you pain, every environment that has felt toxic, every situation that has pushed you to your breaking point, these were strategically designed to forge you into the exact tool needed for planetary transformation. Your soul reviewed thousands of probability timelines before selecting this particular incarnation path. You saw the difficulties ahead and chose them anyway because you understood that your consciousness required these specific pressures to develop the advanced capabilities necessary for your cosmic assignment. The resistance you've encountered wasn't random opposition. It was precise conditioning designed to build your spiritual muscle and expand your capacity to hold increasingly powerful frequencies. The exit clauses in your pre-birth contract specify that departure becomes available only after mission completion, not when personal comfort demands it. Your soul understood that premature withdrawal would not only abandon Earth-based assignments but would violate agreements with cosmic collectives that invested enormous resources in your development and positioning. The compulsion you feel to remain isn't psychological attachment. It's soul-level integrity honoring commitments made at the highest levels of cosmic planning. The environmental changes beginning to manifest around you, people responding differently to your presence, opportunities appearing that match your authentic gifts, synchronicities accelerating at unprecedented rates. These indicate that the primary phase of your mission approaches fulfillment. Your energy field has finally reached the frequency stability needed to begin the next level of cosmic operations. The cosmic investment supporting your mission represents resources from advanced civilizations that most Earth inhabitants cannot fathom. Universal coordination systems have aligned dimensional backing to provide protection and guidance throughout your entire incarnation. Timeline specialists have orchestrated perfect convergences, ensuring optimal conditions for your emergence. Collective consciousness monitoring reveals that humanity has reached readiness levels that match your activation timing. The perfect storm of support elements has converged to guarantee maximum impact during this crucial planetary transition moment. This investment explains the synchronistic protection appearing during your most vulnerable moments, and the regenerative capacity, allowing recovery from experiences that devastate others. Your survival against impossible odds demonstrates intervention from sources operating beyond normal human perception or access. The cosmic assignment you accepted before incarnating includes transformation requirements that can only be fulfilled through sustained presence within specific challenging conditions. Your soul knew the difficulties involved and agreed to maintain position until the transformation work reaches completion. And our monitoring systems indicate that completion phase is approaching faster than you think. Every piece of evidence I've shared points to the same conclusion. You haven't left because you are exactly where you're supposed to be. You haven't departed because your love transcends personal comfort. You haven't given up because you are the answer to prayers offered by souls across dimensions of reality. Your staying represents the most advanced form of cosmic service available to consciousness at your development level. You are anchored here not by limitation but by mission completion requirements that will transform not just Earth but multiple worlds that are watching your progress with fascination and hope. The new understanding emerging within your consciousness recognizes your persistence as evidence of cosmic significance rather than personal stubbornness. Your presence serves universal purposes that extend far beyond Earth's immediate concerns. Your mission completion will create liberation waves that free countless souls from limitation patterns they've been trapped in for lifetimes. You remain here because necessity transcends preference. You haven't departed because your love encompasses dimensions beyond personal satisfaction. You represent solutions to problems that affect the evolution of consciousness itself. Your staying constitutes the most profound service offering available to an awakening universe. The moment you fully embrace this truth, everything changes. The support systems activate. The cosmic backing becomes visible. The mission accelerates toward completion. And you finally understand that your persistence reveals not human determination, but cosmic intelligence expressing itself through your magnificent, unstoppable, absolutely essential presence on this planet.